Okay, let's get into it. So with detailing, there's two main things to focus on when detailing. I've got a house to show you, and we'll slowly be upgrading this house as we go on. So first things first, there are two things to focus on. That would be depth, and that would be texture. Depth and texture. I don't know why I placed these two blocks down, but depth and texture. First thing we're going to go over is depth. Now the first main thing to focus on with depth, let me just get some logs quick. Logs, there we go. First main thing to focus on with depth is your foundational depth. So say for example, like you're putting on makeup, you probably don't have makeup, but if you do, first thing you do is foundation. So you need to get your main foundations, which first of all, logs, it's the easiest and main way you upgrade something. Most of you build houses of wood. There's other ways to have your foundational depth if you're not building out of wood, but most commonly people do. So main foundation, and then window. Here we go, window. So here is your main foundation, the logs and the window. This bit of depth and this bit of depth, even though it's so simple, it's so plain, it just adds so much to the build. It just makes it look so good. Now from here, there's a few places you can add depth to. The main places are here, under, I don't care actually. No, I will. No, never mind. Above and around. So you can add depth. You can add depth all around the window, and then you can usually add depth like around the edge of this. So let me show you some examples. So firstly, one of the easiest ways of adding depth, just get some dirt here, get a pot, get some pots. Pot, oh my god, why is this taking so long? Pot. Get a azalea. We'll just get azalea. I really like azaleas. Azaleas, they're just so nice. And then we've already got some trapdoors, and just do bang, 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 and that, blam. And see, and then you add your flower pot and you put it in, or you don't even need a flower pot, you can just put stuff there. That helps so much. Obviously you can put this on the ground, or if you're having it higher up, you can have it suspended. Another cool idea, if you want to like hover it, is use a hopper, and the hopper helps because obviously you can do that, and then you can put like a bush or whatever. I don't know, I don't have, let me get a bushes. Oh wait, it's called leaves. Whoops, Corrales is in my brain. Bushes. There we go. That helps a lot. Or even if you want to get a fence. No, let's get iron bars. Crap. There we go. And you put it like this, and then you can hover. You can like hover a plant. No, is it like this? Wait. Basically, the point is you have an overhang instead. I'm trying to think about how you do this. I don't usually do this often, but you get the idea. I can't think of that right now off the top of my head. It's something like this. Yeah, but you get the concept. So you got that. You can also add it around, above and around the window. So most common way, just get some shutters like this. Just adds so much. Or if you wanna go a little bit further, you can, let me get some spruce stairs. You can do a bit of this, you know, a little balcony, like not a balcony, like just a little overhang. You can still put some plot plants or pots or whatever. Or if you want to get some fences, we can take this a little bit further as well and do this. Usually you do this on bigger windows. and usually there'd be more space. This wouldn't really be right up against the wood. And you just put it up, and then bang, 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 bang. This isn't the best example. Let me show you a better example. Let's use sandstone. I love doing this with sandstone. Or say if you like have a really huge build, like a skyscraper or something. Let me get some sandstone. So let me just quickly place this. Give me a sec, guys. You know, if maybe I put some music over this, like do 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 do. Elevator music, pog. Okay. Done. And then you get some sand. Not with a T. I can spell, guys. I can spell. I assure you. Do this with this. We'll get with this as well. And bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a chopper. Crap. And see what I mean? It just adds a lot. And obviously you'd break this out. And let me just create more depth in the back. See just how much that helps? Yeah. And then the final little thing I'm just gonna talk about is you can add depth around not around the window, but around the edges of your build. So like the most common one I do sometimes is just put some stairs. These would be spruce obviously, but just do that and that would help a lot. Or maybe I'd make like a little like this or something, just something like a little skirting around. That helps a lot. But I think I'm gonna move on to texture now, and the main way I'm gonna showcase texture, wait, let me see if no, there's no smooth stone walls, because if you look, see how this is the same texture as that. See, it all kind of blends in, but you see how the smooth stone, it has a different texture, so it really pops out of the wall. That's one way texture can be used. But let's talk about texture more. So texture, first way I want to show you how to put texture into your builds is through spruce stairs. Yeah. Let me just put this back to normal. Let me give me a sec, guys. Bang. And with stairs, look, see, you can kind of like age your build a bit, and it really just adds something. It just adds the age, and it makes the build not look so perfect. This looks too symmetrical, but you see what I mean? It just it does help. This is quite a small scale example, so this really wouldn't show it, but like on a full scale build, this adds a lot. Second way, and I think the most important way you add texture, or my favorite way to add texture is, at least, it's through gradients. Now, I think best way to showcase this is through concrete powder. So let me just get some concrete. Okay, here we go. We've got our concrete. Now, one imperfection before we start, or one mistake I see people doing, is either the gradient is too large, like the gradient palette is too big. So white and black, this is too far away from each other. You'll never be able to make a gradient from black to white. It's just too much, unless your building is like 5,000 blocks high, which it just can't be. But then this is more reasonable. But also another mistake I see people doing is they make their gradient too short. And what I mean by that, there's not like enough distance in between. See what I mean? It's just too much. It's just not enough. So how I recommend doing it is, first of all, even this block palette, it's too close. So the one I would actually use is this one. This one's much closer together. So this is going to take a little bit, but first we'll do this. First you need to have like a very large like distance. If that I don't know if that makes sense, but we'll try and showcase it to you guys. And also, I wouldn't recommend having a straight line. I'd recommend having a curve. I think it helps break it up a little bit. And then we'll add in the concrete powder. Now close up, this doesn't look very good close up. It looks alright, you know, it looks alright. But if we just fill this out, make a big distance. Crap. Now, if we just back up a bit, see what I mean? Now that might look very noticeable, but in a huge scale build, when you're not just looking at this wall, and this would be much bigger and wider, that would add a lot. I'd also recommend making this wider, just so you don't see these harsh lines. But this adds a lot. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how all these rules, well not rules, but like tips and tricks help with this. Now, I've kind of already started a little bit. I kind of shouldn't have done this. I was kind of just starting with the foundation. So with the foundation, it was just these pillars and the windows. And then I just added a bit of fence, a few doors around. I also put this in there, this little like, I tried to like add up extra depth around the door, because if I just remove this, do you see how much worse it looks without it? Yeah, it really does need it. I'll put that back later, but yeah, that's why that's there. I did a few windows. I kind of went ham on this area because I added the detail with this and then this, but then I couldn't help myself, so I added these around the doors to make it bigger. The door was too small for my liking. I added a nice flower plant. I decorated this quite nicely. I love these stairs. These are 2 stairs and a slab. I love that. And then I did like a little flick. It's almost like a food shop. Hello guys, what is up? And I have officially finished the house. Looking nice, I would say. First thing to notice, I just want to note, is I have damaged the walls. If I just do a quick 360, damage the walls a bit by here and by there and by there. You can't damage the walls on circular bits because then it just pokes through the house. But one thing I'd like to know is I've also damaged the roof. You should, if you ever plan on damaging the walls, also damage the roof, because the roof just looks so odd if it's clean and it's pristine and the walls are kind of ruined. So make sure you do to both. I've also added a lot of bushes. I like, if the window's like a little bit high, I always like adding a ring of bushes. Yeah. Also I did some in the front. Oh, forget that. There's no reason that's there. That should be spruce, but I can't be asked changing it right now. Put some floating not floating, like hanging pots. Use some spruce stairs instead of like hoppers or whatever. I do like hoppers, but hoppers are only used if there's like a single one. Then that's when it's nice. But doubles, I'd recommend spruce stairs, or wait, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Just some dirt with some trapdoors. That's the word. I've also used trapdoors as like some shutters. I love doing that. Trapdoors as shutters. It just looks so nice. I've made a little deck area. I made it with logs and campfires to make it look nice. I decorated it a little bit with some fence, not fence, sign, sorry. And I put a little detailing over here too. Let's close this door. Yeah, I really like this for some reason. It's just some food. It's like a little, I don't know what to call it, but it looks nice. I especially like these stairs here as well. That looks very nice in my opinion. Put another one here. Yeah, and I hope this house shows you the different options you have when you're detailing a build. Obviously a new one, this looks so nice. I don't know, I kind of imagine like a hedge wall, you know, like when houses have like a hedge wall. I just put it next to the window. I love this. Bit of logs. I love this one. And this one I went for like a desert vibe for some reason, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I hope you like the house, guys, and I hope you can take some inspiration from this and make your own house. Well, I think that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And if you'd like to see me like detail a different house, like maybe a different style of house, not a wooden house, you know, maybe I can detail a house with a gradient to show you that in action, or a bigger window, and we can employ a lot more detailing with a bigger window. So let me know. Okay, thanks guys, subscribe if you enjoyed. Goodbye.